Hi.
Okay,
Hi, how are you?
Good.
good.
Wait, I'm trying to find a light.
All right, you said I'm a thigh guy. I'm telling you, man,
Okay.
bring back the leg men. Leg and like a nice butt. I don't like a huge comical ass, but enough to where, because we all like the Indian doggy style, because we black, man. That's just what we do. Um,
Okay.
you know, Shout out to all my non-black brothers. Hey, that's the black man's thing. All sex ends in doggy style with us. I'm not kidding. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How old are you?
28.
28. Are there enough women for relationships today?
Yeah.
Really?
Enough women for relationships? Yeah.
They're okay. Uh, do you have any children?
No.
Well, what city? Well, don't share that. Why would you say that there are enough for men, enough women for relationships today, when 65% of men say that they're not?
Um,
Wow, that's high.
Depends on what they're looking for. Like there's women out there, there's men out there, but it's like where are they looking?
No,
Nope.
What type of person
they're
are they?
looking for relationships. So the men are looking for relationships and or marriage. They're not looking to hook up. They're not looking for one night stand. They're looking for a woman. And 65% of men say that there are not enough. You, as a woman, say they are. And I'm asking you, why do you say that? And you said it depends
Now
on
that
where
you
they're going.
down in that way, then no.
Huh?
Thinking looking for women like girls that they want to like have sex.
I don't think she really put some thought to these things. She just right now you just answering because she wanna answer, but not
But
real
relationship.
No,
thoughts.
no, relationship, meaning if I said sex, if there are enough women for sex today, that's a different question.
There's a lot of women for sex.
Okay, but are there enough women for relationships?
I guess not.
Do you want to be married?
One day,
Do you want children? No, you don't.
if I'm
No?
if I'm married, I want children. But I don't want to be like a baby mama. If
How
that
many
makes
children would you like to have?
two.
Did you go to college?
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm in
Uh,
school.
you're in college right now?
hmm
What are you going to school for?
San Jose State for communications.
Okay, and at 28
I know.
Damn.
for communications? What do
Yeah.
you plan on doing with that other than being broke?
Complete neck. That's a complete neck. He can pull that stuff off. Yeah, he can pull it out. That's an egg. He just neck her out. She's completely disqualified. You'll see, folks. Yeah, she's laughing.
I want to work in PR for sports.
So yeah, oh, okay. hmm
There's only like 3 jobs for that.
PR for like for a
Right.
major league team,
Yeah.
and how
There's
much you think
there's only 3 jobs for
you'll
that.
earn in PR?
I have no idea, honestly. I did my research, but it's different. It depends on like how many clients you have and what firm you work for.
It's an
But
average.
approximately how much if you never get married? How much do you expect to make in a year over your career at the peak of your career?
I haven't thought that far. At 28, I know it sounds bad, but
Yeah, it does. So let's talk about it. At 28, you're
What?
getting college debt with a communications degree. You want to be in PR. That is a very small group of jobs.
yeah, and there's not that many.
I know, and sorry, you likely won't get it because there are not that many. The chances of you getting a PR job for a sports team is small because they're already taken. And then what do you plan on doing? What can you do with a communications degree?
I want to do like sports management.
And make how much?
I don't know. I don't have a
Wow.
number.
Ballpark it. You got to give me a number.
This is how, and she's making actions without even understanding the consequences. Wow.
I at least want to make six figures, but I don't know.
Six
Really?
figures. What state do you live in?
I live in Atlanta right now.
Okay. Welcome to reality. What percentage of women earn more than $75,000 a year?
I think 7,
Guess. Guess.
7%.
Like 23.
I just laughed you. Again,
She's like,
see, this is the problem. A 28-year-old woman who does not want marriage, who's going to school
I
late.
do want marriage.
No, did it? All right, you were shaky on that when you came through. But at 28, you're in the danger zone.
Danger zone.
How many more years do you have before you graduate?
I graduate in December.
All right, so you'll be 28, 29.
Do the math, Kevin.
Now, if you don't get married, how do you plan on getting your $2.9 million or so that you'll need to retire on from 65 to 85? Because most people, most women, earn less than $30,000 a year.
I could make more than that bartending at a club.
But you can't bartend until you're 65.
Exactly.
Cute runs out.
Exactly.
And what you're showing, and what I'm using to show is, women today are allowed to go through life
Yep.
like it's not that serious.
Yeah, and let me just add some point. Yeah, that's why you get a lot of money, because you are sharing, and you're basically, they're paying you because of your beauty, because your beauty is your currency. As soon as that beauty is gone, people are not gonna tip you as much. Of course, they know that you are in a position where your currency is available. Of course, they're gonna pay you nice. But can you go back when you're 45 earn that same money? No, I don't think so.
I'm asking you very basic questions. You're like,
I don't think so.
know. Yeah, you should know. Because men have to know, because ain't nobody coming to save us.
Yep.
And the reality is this: if you don't get married, the likelihood of you making enough money to take care of yourself through retirement is negligible.
Facts.
I did an assignment on my show. If a woman made $50,000 from 25 to 65 over her career, and it just kept moving with the cost of inflation. And if she needed to retire at 65 and live to 85, she would need $2.9 million.
Damn.
Even if she saved $200 a month, which was a lot compared to what she would have after taxes and apartment and everything else here in Atlanta, she'd have a $700,000 shortfall, meaning you need a husband to get to the end of life unless you plan on being wealthy.
Yeah.
Unless you know you're going to make 125, 150, you need a
But
man.
like you said, it's not gonna last.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, we could play that game, but
Do you really want to?
there's always a new model, right? And see, what I'm showing is 50, 70 years ago, you'd have been married with a child by now.
At 28.
Two kids, probably.
100%.
But another woman who is out of the mating and dating and relationship thing to go get no offense, but communications is a pointless degree to do a job that's a fanciful job, PR for a sports team.
She didn't call to hear it. She didn't. She called just to shoot her shot, to put herself out there. That's it. Because I can guarantee you there's some Sims trying to look for her Instagram to see if she has a nice body, whatever. I can guarantee you that.
I'm just saying those are
That's
small
the problem.
jobs. And that is more appealing than being somebody's current wife right now and somebody's current mother. That's what's been marketed to you guys. And all I'm trying to do is bring light to that, say, well, all right, you need to understand, here are your options. The path you're on right now, there are a lot of women in Atlanta who are doing what you're doing, trying to start their own business, PR, consulting, but there's 17 to 1 black women for black men, and that's before you adjust for the high gay population. So what I'm saying is, every other group of women are married at a 54% rate or higher. Were you raised to think that you needed a man to get to the end of life?
Not that I need, but that I should have one.
Were your mother and father married?
No.
Oh, there
How
we
many
go.
children does your mother have?
My mom has 4 kids.
Oy, 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 oy.
How many men?
2.
Oh, bro. That's a GG for her. That's a good game for her. That's it, man. She never had the guidance. She has no shots.
And what does she do for a living?
She's like a manager at like a water company.
Well, unless you know you're gonna be making 150.
My mom got money, but
Your mom has what?
she got money, but that got nothing to do with me. But yeah.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with you. And what I'm saying is like, because when I asked you want to be married, it's kind of like, yeah, sure, one
Yeah,
day.
because her mom was not married. And she didn't see the importance of being married.
I was like, there's no sense of urgency for relationships. So what if you don't get married? What does life look like for you? If you're an average middle class, mid PR, and I used to run an advertising PR firm. There ain't a lot of money in it for everybody. If we gave you a salary of $70,000
But I
a
feel
year,
like if you know the right people, you can get a job like in that
yeah, a job, and jobs don't make people
or a
rich.
career in that field.
The average PR professional, average PR professional in Atlanta earns what? The average PR salary,
I have no idea.
45 to 75, 36 to 60. I'll give you a high end, 70,000. 70,000 from age 35 to 65.
It's not a lot of money.
That means you're going to be living at a $70,000 salary.
What about in California? Because
You're even more broke.
oh shit.
So, do you have an apartment?
Mhm.
Do you want to live in an apartment for the rest of your life? You want a home. All right.
There you
What
go.
kind of
That's
car
the-
would
that's
you
the
like
problem.
to drive at 40?
I want like a Range Rover.
Oh, okay. And how much do Range Rovers cost?
Like 70?
Right.
So your entire salary. My God, bro. You can't make this stuff up, man. Man, there's no space for humbleness, bro. No. Oh, man. No wonder people would like to push feminism, man. They're the highest consumer base. Females are the highest consumer base. Listen to her. He gave you the number, 70K, and you want to buy a car that costs you 70K.
Uh,
Can't make this
so
shit
you
up,
want
bro.
a Range Rover that's 70 on the low end in a career field that pays middle income.
Can't make this shit up, bro.
I just gotta marry rich then.
Oh, man.
Fuck it.
What the F, bro?
I need you to lean forward.
You go in on me?
Yes. Yes, I am.
She's laughing, bro.
Because I need you to understand how unintentionally insulting that is.
Very.
Because your plan, because I've decided to, I need your money, sir. Okay, then what's he going to get for being rich? What's he going to get from you? What's he going to get for his money? That's fair. Right? I think that's fair. What's he getting? Huh?
A housewife. I don't know the correct answer because I don't know.
Well, the thing is, ma'am, you're not a housewife. You
Oh,
were raised
now you're not laughing, right? You're not smirking anymore because it got real.
to be a housewife.
No, I wasn't.
See what your answer is, and you're being honest.
Yeah.
Most women don't go through life thinking about these things because ultimately somebody will figure it out for me. And if that doesn't happen,
Yep.
I'll just find a man and he'll do it. So I need you black women to start walking through life like you need a black man.
Mm.
I
Because-
do, black man.
Okay, but where's your man?
Mm.
Shit.
Where is he? So if you need him, why ain't your ass over at his house right now on your knees?
Doing what?
What you should be doing at 11 o'clock at night in Atlanta for a man you need.
Praying with him?
He's saying, oh my God. I don't know if he's praying. I mean, seriously. I mean,
Seriously,
you're close,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When was your last relationship?
Almost 4 years ago.
All right. So when I say you should be acting like a sense of urgency at 28 years old, you ain't sweat a relationship for 4 years when most women recognize I am not going to be a woman who is earning six figures or more, an attorney, a physician, uh, engineer, even accounting and that kind of stuff. That's high five figures. So if you're not going to make that kind of money, you need a man.
Yep.
And most black women
Yep.
need a man, but y'all act like y'all are the last ones to need one. Matter of fact, you got songs talking about it.
I do. I will never say I don't need a man. I do.
All right, then where is he?
I don't know.
How long you been in Atlanta?
Um, since August,
All right. How long was your last relationship? The one that ended 4 years ago?
like a year and a half.
Okay. If I had, and who ended it?
Him,
Why?
because I was working at a club in LA,
Oy.
and he looked through my phone and seen my messages of me texting like high profile
Bro. Lady. Lady, you need to grow up.
men, and he was like, "Why would
Or
you?"
you texting them? See you when you get back to the club, or
Yeah,
right.
things like that, like booking tables and things like that.
Yeah,
But
right.
I was like never cheating. But he's, I
Yeah,
guess, I
right.
don't know. He was like, "Nah, not my bitch," and he was like,
Is
So,
that
but why? Some of these females, they already met their husbands. He probably was their husband. But I don't think booking was a problem. You see, guys know when booking is not what y'all talking about. She don't want to say the entire story. We all know.
that when he met you? Were you doing that job?
"No."
There we
What
go.
were you doing when he met you?
I think I was waitressing.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, due respect, I was a server, and it's not uncommon for attractive people to leverage their looks in service, but that runs out.
yeah.
So, did he give you a chance to resolve this problem, or did he just bounce?
We were on. I think we broke up like 3 different times, but I didn't change. Like I was still. It was like quit your job, or I was like, I'm not gonna quit my job.
Okay. What did
He's
he
like
do for a living?
doing it. I'm like, no.
What did
So
he do for a living?
he played football.
Right. Did he want to marry you?
I don't know.
Why did he want you to quit your job? How are you going to make money?
Hmm?
How, if you quit your job, how are you going to make money? So he
Something's
just told you
not.
to quit your job and do nothing.
Or find a different job. He wanted
Something's not smelling. Something's not right.
me to go back to waitressing at a restaurant, which I make more money at a club.
Okay.
So I was like, no,
And did he play football for whom?
for the Rams.
All right. Um, Let me ask you a hard question. In hindsight, would you have been better off quitting your job and staying with your man?
It depends. I feel like
Yes, I know.
if I knew we were gonna last,
Yeah.
get married, then
Did you
yeah,
guys ever have that conversation?
no.
Okay, so
That's
it's
why.
your
You make
fault. It's your fault. You didn't bring it up.
it a requirement that you wanted to get married before you start dating him.
No.
There we go.
Then there you go, man.
There we go. There we go. Something was not making sense. The conversation marriage never popped up because nobody taught you how to do this. You didn't have it when you grow up. It's a cycle. You're planning to do the same thing your mom did.
You ladies think that men are just supposed to marry you. And if you start dating somebody and you don't want to get married, he don't want to get married, y'all just hanging out.
Right.
So what I'm showing is no matter how we slice it, you've had opportunities. You know, you've lived in places and you're just not, men are just fun for you at this point.
I guess so.
All right. But what are you going to do when you drop off the wall and you hit 30 or really 35 and you can't be a waitress like you used to could be? You can't
Yeah.
get those tips.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to have to be like your mama and work your ass off.
That's what I said. That's what I said. It's a cycle. She lived that with her mom, so she learned that from her mom. She thinks she can do the same thing.
Because you're taking your youth and wasting it instead of saying, do I
That's
need a man in my life, or do I want to do like a lot of modern women are marrying their friends or roommates or something? I'm just trying to get you to ask yourself these questions because our culture doesn't. And
Mm-hmm.
the net of it is you're another 28-year-old sister who has been sleepwalking through life about relationships, not the seriousness. And I've asked this question many ways. What do women owe their community? You owe the community families and relationships.
Yep.
So, has this given you anything new to think about?
yeah. Actually, it has.
All right, well,
You're
good.
asking questions I really didn't have an answer to, so now I really got to think about it.
Well, I mean, the real question is at the end of your life, do you want to be by yourself with your homegirl, with a dog, a cat, or do you actually want to be do you want to have had a life with somebody, had some children, some memories?
Mm-hmm.
I want
Because,
to be married to a
huh?
black. I said I want to be married to a black man, 2 kids, big
Oh,
house, someone with a big dick, and then I'm fine.
well, all that
So
big
per-
house and
so superficial.
big dick. I mean, you're lucky if you get a black man.
Yeah, very superficial, lady. Very, very, very. You. I don't think this has sink in yet. I don't think so.
I will get a black man.
1 in 4 black women will marry, and all the other stuff, man, is kind of silly. Let me tell you why. Because
Yeah.
more black women divorce men because the sex ain't good enough, or his dick ain't good enough, or the house ain't big enough. All right, fine. Only person that's gonna hurt is you, or women that do that kind of stuff. You
She's
don't
still
hear
laughing. She's still
non-black
laughing.
women say, I need a guy with a house and a big dick." They need a 401k. They want a 401k and retirement plan and some benefits. Why do you need a big dick? I mean, seriously.
It was a joke, but no, for real.
But
That's
but
that's
it's a joke in our culture because but you need to understand what men hear when they hear that. That
okay.
means what men
Yeah.
hear is
You see how I reacted?
being a
Like, bro.
a provider and a solid man ain't good enough. I still got to give you a big house and have a big dick. So
But
you get
when it comes to me, you can't just be like black women because my mom's Mexican and I was
okay.
raised Hispanic culture with my
That
dad
doesn't mean anything.
around when I was younger.
You were Hispanic. You're culturally Hispanic.
Like my mom is full Mexican, so
I
growing
get
up,
it.
I wasn't around like
You have any brothers?
yeah, I do.
So you have a how old is, you have a brother who's older than you?
I have one older brother and then 2 younger brothers.
All right. So at dinner time, did you serve them?
No.
There we go. You see how she reacted? You see why she reacted? I told you. I told you. There we go. That's all you need. That's all you need.
You're not culturally Mexican.
There we
My
go.
mom served them. That's their mom.
But see, that's your job.
Yeah. You have to
As a
train.
sister?
Yeah.
Yes, you have to
Really?
train. Yep.
Yes. Your mother was supposed to be serving her husband, but she's not culturally Mexican either because she got multiple. You're
She
supposed to. Okay,
my mom
listen.
serving her
What do
husband.
you think? What do you think the young ladies in the family learn how to become a wife? The mother serves the father. The daughters serve the brothers. You
I
serve
know.
their. I didn't make this stuff up. I mean, um. So when you say you're culturally Mexican, I'm like, oh, you seem culturally black.
Yeah.
I resonate with what you told me more than I would think somebody from Mexico would understand what you're talking about. And me telling you serving your brothers is like, what? Yeah, you
I
serve yourself,
heard of that.
huh?
I honestly never heard that the sister has to serve their brothers.
Well, the women serve the men of the
Yeah,
family.
my mom and my grandma would serve their husbands and then their
Yeah,
kids.
but you are a
I,
woman. You're the female serve the
You have to
males.
submit.
So I mean, I've heard this because I've seen it. When I
okay.
go over to my Hispanic friends, my Mexican, when I'm seeing the little girls when I'm seeing older girls serve their brothers, I'm seeing younger girls serve their brothers. I'm like, that's dope. That's how they learn
I ain't
to
shit.
cooperate with a man. What do you think you're supposed to do? You're supposed to do that after he becomes your boyfriend, then your husband, then you'll serve him? Then why should he marry you if you got to have on the job training?
Well, I would serve my kids and my boyfriend or husband, but I don't know about my brother. That's new
Uh,
to me. I would for sure like serve
but
my
it's
husband.
because you okay. Look, why not? I mean, they're men, right?
Yeah, I never thought of it though.
Well,
I wouldn't have a problem.
because, and I'll tell you one of the reasons you might
It's
not.
very uncomfortable to look at her. She had the, you're looking like this. It's uncomfortable.
About
Like
this.
if they asked me, I would do it, but I would never be like, hold on, let me fix your plate. Like, have a seat.
Well, let me tell you.
When my brother came to my house, my wife served me, served him. Simple as that. My wife serves him, served me first, and then served my brother. It's something natural should come.
One of the reasons you may not is
Unless you have
because
feminists
women
in your
today
head.
don't have respect for men like they used to. Because you're provided for and you're safe. But if you 1,000 years ago you were living in a town, a village, or there was no police or fire, who were the only people to protect your safety at the home?
The men.
You're not hearing
The
the Kevin?
father and the other boys.
Mm-hmm.
So, in respect for the fact that they got to protect you, you serve them some bread because they got to die for you. See how we've broken down the whole nature of the family, how we've broken down the respect due for a woman to a man and a man to a woman, to where now relationships are really just romantic choice things versus necessity. Everything I've been talking to you about is necessity, not
Mm-hmm.
love, not romance. It's necessity. If you don't have enough money, you're going to either live with a woman or what?
A
There's no
dog.
more, the government can't fix it. You're going to live in a shoebox? Most women don't have it. That's why I'm trying to get people to understand the way you talk to women, because y'all need to be shocked into reality
No,
because
I've
you're not
seen
a,
you're honest, you're fair. Like
well, thank you. And
what
I
you
don't,
make
I,
sense.
Okay, okay.
I reflect what I get back. And I think many women today, I've seen the marketing that was done to women to get women to be a consumer class. And
They speak a lot about the color purple. That was a big marketing um, push back in the, I think, in the 80s and beginning of the 90s. It was a movie that was very well marketed, and that thing just got stuck in their brain.
it's not malice, but when you're just walking around thinking, I've got time.
Hmm.
I'm young. I'm only 28. I got time.
Take those
I
stuff
mean,
off,
honestly, you're
man.
probably thinking that I got time. I mean, I'm not as young as I used to be, but I still got time.
No,
I
you
mean, I
don't.
graduate in December. And the presumption is when you're ready, all you got to do is turn around and go get a man off the high value tree. And you said a big house and a big dick. Well, let's get back to it. How many kids would you like to have?
Too.
Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're married?
Do I wanna have to work? No, but I will work.
What percentage of the financial family load do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime?
Um, like what parts I gotta pay for?
Now, what percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for? What percentage out of 100% of the family financial load? What do you want to have to do? Means if
40,
you don't do it, it doesn't happen.
35, 40.
35 or 40. That means you're going to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, no, wait. Nope, 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 no. Because now we have to pay for childcare. We have to pay for our nanny. It's more expensive. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way.
Okay. Well, then
You
understand
don't
that
think about those
even if you
things.
did work,
It's like I want you to work, but to pay someone else to do your job. Think about it. A childcare probably $1,200, and then a month, and then pay a nanny. Depends on the days that childcare cannot. When it comes down to like $25,000, $30,000 a year more. No, man. No, and those two kids. It's your salary basically. So why you just stay at home and
Marry a man uh, who can provide. You'll probably get 12 weeks off after you have your baby, and you got to put them in daycare. All these are very realistic things.
There
But
you
how
go.
much do you think your husband would have to make to provide for you, him, and two children?
A lot.
How much?
I don't know.
Ballpark it.
A few mil.
Annually?
Yeah.
No way she said $1 million, bro. A few millions? Please, Kevin, do something.
I'll give you a chance to go ahead and
Um,
be realistic.
There we go. Let's
a
go.
100,000 a year. Is that realistic?
Oh man, this is some
That's
brainwashing.
okay for one person. I just said earlier, man, unless you plan on making about 150,000, you're gonna need a husband. But now if you talk about you, a husband,
That-
you and four kids,
That's why my answers are kind of.
what?
These are all questions I haven't thought about.
Well, then how are you gonna find a suitable husband if you don't know what kind of lifestyle you want to have and about how much it's gonna take for a man to provide that?
They're just on La La Land, man. It's crazy.
They usually all have like their own money.
What?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
And unfortunately, and I mean no
And
disrespect,
thank you. Now I do. Thank you.
but what I'm
No, you
saying
don't,
is
lady.
this is what men are. So people get mad at me when I sit around and judge women and rate women. Men want something for their money, and what you're hearing is you don't mean anything by it, but you haven't thought about what these men want, who they are, demographically, anything. It's
Nope.
just there's it's supposed to just happen.
Like throw money at you.
To take care of two kids in Atlanta, you're talking around about $250,000 a year. That's just to provide a decent middle class lifestyle for a wife that doesn't have to work.
Because did she live in a big city?
If you choose to work, but you still don't want to be responsible for half the load, and honestly, the way I'm reading you, you probably want to be responsible for less than 20%.
There we go. She got called out.
That means some kind of home business or something, which is no insult, but you don't want the family to be at risk if you don't work. True or false?
True.
That means you want to be responsible for less than 20%.
Yeah, like if something happens to my husband, I want to be able to have that money to like here, like
If something happened to your
like
husband,
someone to lose his job, and let's say for 4 months he don't have no money. I want to have enough money to be able to pay whatever has to be
yeah,
paid.
but you could do that on 20%. But I'm
I,
talking about if you stop doing what you did, period, you lose the house.
yeah,
That's him.
At 40%, if you stop doing what you're doing, you lose everything.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to get people to understand is women have not been told to think about it. It's just like you really just think that the men will figure it out. And if that's the case, then you shouldn't have any problem being fit, feminine, cooperative, and submissive. Since we got to figure it out, we
I
got
can
to be the ones that have all these answers. Then if we say go right, we should be yes, sir. Can you honestly say that's how you are in a relationship?
most of the time, yes,
But you just said you didn't quit a job that was problematic.
because it didn't make sense to me. If you're
Okay.
not helping with any of my finances, why
I
should?
get it. I get it. I get it. It
Yeah,
was a different situation.
yeah.
But now you got to think about it
If a
because
man take
now
care,
you're
what do you say?
you're in the age I call the danger zone, 27 to 35. And the purpose of that danger zone is because women at that age, you need to focus like a laser on the outcomes you want in life and start making those things happen. Women need to get the major parts of their life together sooner than men. So this call should be a wake-up call and say, all right, I gotta stop acting like I got all this time because I start running out of options, especially childbearing options and things like that. And unless you have really have men in your life today that are actively considering you to be their wife, you can't say I'll just get married. You got to think about the kind of
She's
lifestyle, the
still
kind of man
laughing.
that can provide that, understand where they are, what they want from a woman, and then realize you got to compete with the women around him. And the higher up you go, the more you want, the more you're going to have to give. So And I'll back all this up. If you plan on trying to go get this great PR career started, many times women find that they're spend too much of their time focusing on this job and not enough time focusing on relationship, and then you have to work for a lifetime.
Yeah.
Now at least you may have some options. All right, have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye bye. That was yeah, man. You can't mean many times we just let women honestly just think it'll happen. All right, next. So it's amazing. See, when women think that there are plenty of women, and it's like, no. If the last two women are anything to be judged by, they're a part of.
You know, it's crazy, and this is sad because if you have to let it later in life, and this is a way of life, just letting them know, like, hey, man, you're making a mistake here. What you really want is not happening. So in the world itself, yeah, the universe will let a guy know quick. You better just work you know, your butt off, or you get homeless quick, right? In the case of females, by nature, right, we have to defend them. Does that mean that those very primal years, we're not telling them they're wrong? We start telling them wrong when they're 50, 55. It's too late for the game. It's too late for them to realize, you know what, I did it wrong. And what happened is, something I noticed, is even though they know they did it wrong, they're not going to advise the other females, the younger ones, to make sure they don't do the same mistake. What they do is they double down. No, you should do this. You should divorce. You should just keep doing this. Not all, but most. And that's what I noticed. And in my personal life, me and my wife, we've been noticing that as well. How some of the other females, for some reason, they want to just do certain things. They're not okay. And we can see that. Right? There's a lot of demons out there. You have to be careful. Right? Females out there, make sure if you're going to start, hey, you can do whatever you want. Just make sure that whatever results you get, just hold it accountable. That's it. That's what you get. Very good stream. Make sure you like and subscribe. You want to donate to the channel, I'm going to put the links down below. That way you can always donate something. If you cannot donate, just make sure you share our content. With this, I will see you in the next one. I'm out.